My name is Mr. Carr. Mr. Carr. C-A... Who threw that? It's Schools Week.
10 aspiring designers competing for one life-changing contract to transform a luxury hotel apartment in Cornwall.
Oh, my God.
Last time,
Don't drip.
the designers put their signature stamp
The roof's on!
on luxury hotel bedrooms.
Doesn't this feel opulent?
It was desperate measures for Abby.
We've had to rip my bed apart and attach it to a wall.
Rochelle missed the mark,
I just don't feel like I'm good enough.
but Peter went too far.
It's too much. You will be the person leaving us this week.
Week 3, and our 8 aspiring interior designers are back. And the competition is hotting up.
I think everyone's really talented. Every week, someone's got a new surprise, a new trick, a new detail that I'm like, ooh, that's smart.
I never want to leave this room.
No, stay there. Super glue your butt there.
Yeah, the pressure is building and building and building, but I'm learning week by week, and I just really want to keep going.
How are you?
Yeah, good.
New week. I'm still here. I am so ready to bring it and give it my all and just fully be me.
Well, last week I got put on a pedestal, but that only lasted for 1 week, yeah? It's just one pass. This week's a new challenge, so we start afresh. So for me, I just want to keep that momentum. Again, at a 100-metre sprint, I got a good lap time, but this time, I'm going for a world record.
Hello, everyone. How are we all doing?
Hello.
Raring for a new challenge?
Yeah.
Bring it on.
Can't wait.
So, Rochelle, what was it like on the sofa last week?
It was awful.
Going to be more confident this week?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it this week.
You're going to bring it? That's what I like to hear. And, Abby, you were told not to bring it.
I know. I need to tone it down this week.
How could you tone it down? That's like telling the tide to go back.
I know.
You're going to have to do something.
Absolutely.
Hello.
Here's Michelle. Hi, Michelle.
Hello, everybody. So here we go, challenge number 3.
I know.
And I figure you're nicely warmed up now, so I have something a bit different for you. We are going back to school.
Oh, my God.
Sitting on the outskirts of Bristol, near the coastal town of Portishead, is Gordano Secondary School. Here, pupils are divided into 4 houses, branded with their own animal mascot and colour. Each house has a common room where pupils can socialise. Working in teams, the designers must transform these tired rooms and the adjoining head of house offices, creating inviting contemporary spaces with a strong identity.
These are large rooms, so collaboration and time management are going to be crucial. You're going to need to work together to be successful. This is not about one person taking over.
And we're upping the ante. We're sending one team home.
Game
Good
on,
luck.
babes. Game on. We will smash it.
That's going to knock the group in it to going this week.
Yeah.
It feels small already, and then 2 more people going. That would be horrible.
The pressure's on,
Yeah.
and we do not want to be on that sofa this week.
Having spent time together working on the brief,
Hi, guys.
it's time for the teams to meet their youngest clients yet. First into the Lion's Den
Hi.
are Abby and Rochelle.
It means so much for me to stay in this competition, and I need to prove that I can still be fun, I can still be me.
So, what's the name of your house?
So we're called the Lundy Lions with the purple.
So we're very sporty, competitive, so we want something like which fits all those things.
So we've got competitive, sporty, Fantastic.
We just wanted to create something that kept your house colours, that really had a strong identity. I was told to bring it up and she was told to tone it down. So this could be a match made in heaven.
I think the colours are great. Like, it's not too much purple and it's not too much like other colours.
Me and Michelle had this idea of maybe having some fake AstroTurf.
Yeah, it'll be something different. Like, you don't walk into a class and you just see grass, do you? So it's going to be quite cool.
OK.
Hello, everyone.
I was thinking, who's trying to sneak in?
Are you a bit worried that they've turned up here dressed in their pyjamas?
They're like you.
Oh! You're getting a detention. Do you want actually like a physical representation of a lion in there, or do you want the...
No.
In the American universities or schools, they have a big sticker. Some people have eagles. Like with us, we were thinking a lion.
So what I was suggesting was a big grey and white striped diagonal floor, and then having your amazing purple lion logo somewhere. Yeah?
Yeah.
Fab.
Up the lions, yeah.
Up the lions.
Up the lions. Next up, it's Dean and Amy with the Biscay Bears.
So on this bit here is where we're going to put your tables. These are benches but in cubes, so they can all be dispersed and put together. So you can break off together or break off separately. On this bit here is where your bench seating is going to be. So you guys can sit on this table, have your lunch.
Yeah, I think that would be good.
So the main idea would be that it kind of takes on this vintage varsity idea, with a lot of kind of artful graffiti, colour blocking ideas to zone different areas in the room.
Yeah, I really like the idea of the graffiti and like maybe doing the bear and graffiti and add like kind of a cool aspect to it.
The key lesson I learnt from last time is that I need to be more vocal, which I can definitely do. Dean can talk, but so can I.
Is this the winning team?
So for the first time ever, schools, and not just schools, common rooms, that's going to be tough, isn't it?
It is tough, but if you think about it, school is supposed to be this place of creativity and inspiration and learning, and yet when you look at most common rooms, they're completely bland.
Kids, they're going to be the tough critics, aren't they? It's not like in our day when we'd just be outside with a stick. They've got rights now, haven't they? And they know what they want.
I don't think they're going to hold back if they don't like something. But, I mean, there's so much room for improvement. They need a complete transformation.
And it's got to be multifunctional as well. This is places where people are going to be having a bit of quiet time, where they're going to socialise. So that's going to be difficult to get the balance right, isn't it?
It is, but also practical. These rooms need to be tough and durable. They're going to be in daily use with a lot of kids coming through them.
And as a springboard, they've got the name of the house, which is also an animal. And I think they've got colours as well.
Clearly, each house is super proud of its emblem, so that's got to be big and loud. They need to celebrate their house, so they want to feel really proud of their house colours and their house symbol.
And you're sending 2 people home, so it could be a whole team.
It could be. They could either win or lose together.
Oh, dear, it's tough, isn't it? I'm just worried about getting nits.
I'm Banjo.
Banjo and teammate Molly are with the Fitzroy Foxes.
The house colour is orange, so yeah.
What do we think about orange?
We don't want the whole thing orange. Yeah. Because it's quite an out there colour.
Some more peaceful colours, a little bit of orange.
There's a lot of things that space has to do, and some tough clients as well. Those kids know what they want. So what I was thinking is having a wave wall that could kind of, like a fox's den, could take you through the space and section it off and give you little surprises and little private areas.
Do you have faith in us?
Yes.
Good.
Looking for the inside track.
What's the vibe?
Is Fran and Paul with the crocodiles.
Green, obviously, green. I think we want it kind of modern and clean.
So, as you can see, it's about creating different zones within the room. And then you put the screens on wheels, and then you can actually have them to create definition within spaces, or you can just push them to the side.
I really like you can fold it away, because I think that's quite nice, because it's quite a small room.
In terms of your crocodile mural, I've just put that kind of motif on cushions. So we've got the crocodile in still, but it's just kind of subtle.
I've got kids, I know what kids are like. They're basically not kids, they're mini adults with loads of opinions. Maybe that makes me a kid.
How's it going?
Hello, Mr. Carr.
They want to talk to someone young. You don't need you don't need 2 old fogies, do you? No. They want a room that's peng, don't you?
Pen? What does that mean?
Peng. Great.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
See?
I've never heard of it.
Am I right or am I right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
What's your biggest rival then? Is it the fox? What's the other ones?
Definitely, I think the lions.
So as long as you beat the Lions, that's
Yes.
all that matters.
Yeah, definitely.
We're gonna go crocodiles.
It's a big day for the designers.
Going back to school, back to school.
This is interesting.
Oh, it's quite big.
Working in teams, they will need to transform 4 tired common rooms and turn them into practical and multi-purpose shared spaces.
I hated school. So yeah, being back, I'm like,
In addition, they need to rejuvenate the teacher's office for each head of house.
Were you a prefect?
No, I was devastated. Confidence hadn't sort of approached me by that point.
When your balls dropped?
Each pair has £3,000 and 2 days to complete their interior designs. Backing up the teams with their skills are the trades.
Hello. Welcome.
You go.
I'm like Bob the Builder's girlfriend.
At the Lions,
We need to make sure that this floor is wow.
Abby is cracking the whip already.
The thing that I want to get done ASAP is masking tape in the floor. Me and Rochelle decided that it was going to be every 2.5, so it's like shoulder-length diagonals.
Inspired by the athletic Lundy Lions, Abby and Rochelle have designed a sports-themed common room. Upcycled school furniture will show off Go Racing stripes on the floor and wall. There will be 3D zonal boards, including a hydration station. And completing the space is a showpiece vinyl house logo mounted on a wall of fake grass.
I am really sorry, but I'm afraid the order itself isn't out for delivery today.
But the Lions have got a problem with their grass.
We need it by tomorrow.
It unfortunately won't be tomorrow.
This was the showpiece. This was the show moment.
the grass is really important to the design because we wanted to give that nod to the sports element behind the house.
Things are always going to go wrong. There's always going to be a spanner in the works, and it's just the way you deal with it.
We're coming up with solutions. I've been frantically looking on the phone, ringing round, trying to get hold of some fake grass, and I hopefully have got some, fingers crossed.
Over at Cromarty Crocodiles,
We've got 3 alcoves.
Fran and Paul are getting into the detail of their design.
So there's your cutting list. Nice. So back spine is 77, bottom bench is 40 by 175, top bench is 37, front bench is 34, and the back folding bench is 37. So the bench will be on wheels and it will roll into here, and then you pick up the table and you stack it on top of the bench. And it's basically genius.
Paul has ambitious plans for the main common room.
That communal table essentially goes where we are over there.
Yeah.
Scaffolding pole over the top.
Nice.
And then they've got Tolix stools that go underneath. The whole point is that when you enter from the hallway, you've got this really strong kind of mural graphic identity, which is a combination of Fran and I's initial concepts. And then we've got a communal table in the main space, breakout area. So all of those zones that were about multifunction, the functionality of the room, they'll all work really well. It's a lot to do, but hopefully, fingers crossed. Great planning, great planning. Thank you very much. I've been designing all my life. Everything is very considered. Down to my interiors, my home, my clothes. I am a perfectionist. I've definitely matured like a fine wine. I'm like a good Malbec, full-bodied, lots of character and great taste.
Across the playground,
she's bright.
Molly is starting to colour block the common room.
Please don't drip, slather it on. Yay. The Fitzroy Foxes were quite against a whole orange wall. That's why we've done it in sections. So this section's going to be the play area. In the meeting area, it's going to be green, so that's a bit more calming. In the blue area is going to be like the study area. That's a bit more calm as well. And this is going to be the fun, vibrant play area.
Out-of-the-box thinkers, Molly and Banjo are designing their common room like a fox's den. Sustainable concertina paper seating will be laid out in the middle of the room. Colour-blocked areas will be zoned off with giant cardboard screens, inviting students to make the space their own with the option of doodling on the replaceable dividers.
Boombox. We're walking down the street in the Bronx. We've got 100 cardboard tubes.
Just 100?
Just 100.
Okay.
We've got all of this modular kind of furniture that's kind of made of cardboard that can be just folded up and put away. So if we can kind of go here to here, we've got a little story to tell. We've got a bit of an environmental, sustainable theme going on, and kids care about that stuff now. We have the screen coming out full height for 1 metre and then tiered down 100 mils each tube. It's a risk when you're throwing up lots of big ideas that, you know, maybe they won't land, but I'm pretty confident with them and hopefully Michelle likes them.
Over at the Bears...
How wide do you want these tables to be?
I'll let you work out on the tape measure I need to hold.
Dean is actioning big plans.
5 foot is nice.
Building bespoke tables and cube seating. All of the Bears' furniture will be made from a hard-wearing, multi-layered form of plywood called OSB.
I'm trying to create a space where, if I was the mini-me when I was their age, a space where they can come and relax. We've got a lot of seating and a lot of OSB to go in, so I'll be doing a lot of work with the carpenters. Amy? When I'm talking about the stadium seating, I'm thinking about here.
But the panels, they're 2.4, aren't they? Shouldn't
Yeah.
we just go 2.4 and then you're not cutting any off?
My only concern is, Amy, the bigger it is when we have to move it, it's going to be a bit more of an issue to move.
If we make the stadium seating too small, then I'm just worried that it's going to look tiny in this big space.
Yeah.
For the first challenge, I ended up on the couch, and the main reason that I was there was the lack of collaboration with my partner. So this week, I've really made sure that Dean and I are on the same page, that if we're not, we can get on to a third page. They're like, oh, this will be 1.4, and I'm like, isn't it 1.2? And Wayne's like, yeah. And I feel like I'm not shy to say those things now.
Hello, Gordana School.
I've got double interior design masters.
I'll let you in the gate.
Thanks. Oh, school, this takes me back. My first kiss. I wonder what that dinner lady's doing now.
First port of call is the Fitzroy Foxes.
Molly!
Hello, lovely Alan.
Oh, hello, lovely Molly. Now, where can I stand?
You've
Is
come
this
here.
wet?
This bit's dry.
You sure?
You're in, yes.
So, orange.
We're going bold, yes.
And you've gone for bright orange.
Well,
you're making me fancy a packet of Watsits. What other colours are you going for in the room?
We've got a green little section over there, nice
Yeah.
calming meeting rooms, and bright blue in the corner over there. And then a lot of the walls we're just going to keep white.
Well, that's clever. You're sort of going on the ceiling.
Yeah, we want it to be like a little wrap-round zone, so it feels like you're in your own proper little area. So that's the aim.
And you don't think the colour's too bright?
I'm here for it. They're kids, you know, it's fun, it's vibrant. I'm happy with the colour, yeah?
Right, well, I'll leave you to it.
Thank you, Alan. See you
See
later.
you, love.
Bye.
Bye. Banjo.
Ellen.
What's this, a giant pan pipe?
It's my screen.
A screen?
Yeah.
You always come up with these crazy ideas, but how did you think of this?
I don't know, this might be my craziest yet.
So what colour are you going to paint this, then?
Au natural.
Just like that?
Yeah.
Cardboard and what's it, orange?
Yeah.
Lovely. I bet you was a person hoarding all those bog rolls during the pandemic, weren't it?
Guilty.
Yeah, gotcha. Well, I better let you get on.
Bye,
Good luck,
Alan.
Banjo.
Molly and Banjo have gone for these really bold primary colours, which is all well and good, but does it look more like a place Mr. Tumble had hang out than a load of teenagers? With progress being made on the Bears' common room...
How do you want me to do the bobbly ears on the bear?
I think we just cut round it.
Print designer Amy is busy outside.
We were inspired by the logos to start with, but we felt like it could really do with an update. So we were kind of taking varsity, but trying to modernise it a bit. So the idea was to do graffiti, because it was like a cool thing that I thought the kids might like. One says Biscuit for one wall, the other one says Bears. And then we've got a couple of smaller pieces that we're going to put around the place. Yeah, it looks great. I'm really pleased.
Amy, this mask doesn't fit.
think it's on the wrong way.
You're joking me.
How are you?
Oh, great.
How do you feel about a bit of graffiti?
Bring it on. Do you know what? I'm actually Banksy.
Well, you should find this easy then.
Yeah, go.
Do you want to go?
Yes. Let me do it. Right, OK.
So it's the school name. You have to finish off an N and an O. Yeah. Woo!
Oh,
I like it.
good.
It's a bit different from mine, but I'll take it.
Yeah. So you're really coming out your comfort zone.
I feel completely out of my comfort zone. I no longer remember what that is.
Yeah, because you used to do, like, textiles and prints.
And, like, tiny florals, and now I'm just out here.
Well, listen, I'm so impressed with that. I'll leave it to the professionals.
Thanks, Alan.
If anyone's seen my jockstrap, let me know.
Lovely.
Halfway through day one,
I'm panicking. Like, there's a lot to do.
and the designers are getting into their stride.
Yeah, there. I think it's good.
Yeah, that's cool.
Wallpaper's going up.
But I'm thinking more of the brick.
We're on the same page.
Shaking. Shaking.
Rate, mind, think alike.
OK.
And for some, thoughts turn to who will be using the space.
I'm thinking about Greta. She's a sassy little schoolgirl. She's an environmentalist. She cares about, like, sustainable materials, loves a bit of colour. She's playful but serious. She's academic but a little bit sporty. Our clients are like 13 to 16-year-old kids, so we need to make it fun. The kids know what they want, so we wanted to let the whole space grow with them. My name's actually Brendan, but my partner nicknamed me Banjo because I'm highly strung. I'm a big picture kind of guy. I'm a dreamer. Whenever I design a space, I'm always thinking about the person who's going to live in there. And if I don't know who they are, I'll make it up. If it's an eccentric billionaire or a little Disney princess, I give them a backstory and create this whole story around who they are. And then I've got little nuggets to play with.
Over at the Lions, Abby has a delivery.
Michelle! Michelle! Oh my God, it's here! Let me feel it. Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
So we have enough.
I don't care if we've got enough. We've got a bit. A bit is better than nothing.
Amazing. We're just going to cover the whole wall in grass, and then bam in the middle is going to be a vinyl cutting mounted on MDF. That's going to have their house logo in. I think it'll look good. See, this morning it was a problem. Now, it's not a problem. Let's not say that till it's actually on the wall.
Yeah.
Wait till it's on the wall.
Yeah.
At the Cromarty Crocodiles,
I have linked the green to our black square.
Fran is progressing with their mural collaboration.
Paul came with a geometric design initially, and then we've kind of translated it into this triangular mural detailing, which kind of references the logo of the croc. So, like, crocodile teeth, crocodile spiky back, crocodile spiky tail. So, subtly, we've got, like, the continuity of the branding. I don't know if anyone will get it, but I hope so. Is green, which we've taken from the logo of, like, the crocodiles. And then we've complemented that with the yellow, just to keep it kind of fresh and light and airy. So it's still got that kind of modern, geometric feel. So I can't really put into words what the vibe is.
Back at the Lions,
Does it make a difference already?
the grass is going up.
I think it still works.
This grass isn't how we want it to be. The grass that we ordered, it was one huge strip. So it was just really fluffy and luxury grass. And obviously, we've had to quickly swap that out.
It will look good when it's all up.
Yeah. Be fine.
And then this is where you...
Next door at the Foxes,
Far out.
Banjo has turned his attention to the sustainable flooring in the teacher's office.
The kids wanted a space that was kind of environmentally friendly. Cork is environmentally friendly, better than all that kind of plastic stuff. So we've gone for the cork. I'm regretting it now. I like to get stuff done. I'm not a faffer. I don't have patience to make stuff. It'll probably come up like a dog's breakfast, but, I mean, we'll see.
Next door at the Lundy Lions, Abby is preparing the old-school furniture for upcycling.
Look at the difference already.
And Rochelle is going above and beyond the call of duty.
I am taking the old chewing gum off of the bench that we're going to upcycle. Abby used to have to do this in her detention, so I thought, I'll be kind. I didn't have to do this in my detention. You better love me forever for this, yeah?
I do love you forever.
This was all in there. Look at it.
I appreciate you, thank you. Yeah, that's disgusting. I'm so grateful for Rochelle. Last week, Michelle said to her, you know, she needs to be more confident. And this week, it's like, it just completely shows, and I'm really, really proud of her.
Day one is nearly done. And for some, there's plenty of work still to come.
Tomorrow, my priority is the office. At the moment, it's a white box. Yeah, there's a lot to do.
My only worry is about running out of time and not being able to get all of what we want done to the standard that we want it.
But over at the Foxes, Banjo's taking time out.
It just was not going very well for him, bless him. But he'll find his mojo.
Cork flooring is my downfall. I'm crying over cork flooring. I'm not really a practical person. My husband does all the work, like, you know, the handiwork, and I have the ideas. And when it looks average and you have been doing a good job, it's like, it stings a little. And I guess 2 people are going this week, and that's real. Like, it doesn't matter that I've done well the last 2 weeks. Like, if this room's not great, it's like, you're gone.
Day 2.
I hope they're ready for us.
The final day of design.
So much to do.
Today is the last day.
Just had enough of painting. I've had enough, officially. I've actually got blisters on my hands from just painting frantically for 2 days straight.
Maybe a bit slower. Slower?
Today, Banjo's feeling more positive.
I'm feeling good. Yeah, I'm back. It was a bit of a wobble yesterday, but I've had a good sleep, written my to-do list, and I've just, like, got no choice but to crack on. Big day.
For most of the teams, attention has turned to the teacher's office.
The kids said, no, we don't want purple, so this is my little bit of purple going in the teacher's office.
Oh, wow, look at it.
Pretty, right?
Looks so designer, doesn't it? I love it. I'm glad we went for purple.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, thank you. Like that much room.
Over at the Crocs, Fran is thinking on her feet with the new office layout.
Just didn't feel right, and it just makes more sense to, while you're working, to have all of this in front of you, and then this becomes like your work zone, and this is more relaxing.
Back at the Lions,
The wall looks like it's shedding its second skin.
it's not just problems in the common room delaying Abby and Rochelle.
Paint.
Yeah.
We've got a big problem. Our white paint is a bit too thin and cheap. And then there's a lot to cover in here.
What are we going to do on this back wall then?
I don't know.
We can use white,
but it's just
but we're gonna have to do 2 or 3 coats.
Just before judging.
Yeah, we'll try and not be in that position.
At the Bears,
Hi, got the wallpaper. Can I show you?
Great.
things are going a lot smoother for Amy.
So this is the paper for our teacher's room. So I designed this wallpaper. I took the logo that we were sent in the brief, reworked it, pulled elements out, created new kind of old school varsity bits to put in to make it into the repeat.
Outside, teammate Dean is working on Amy's vintage finds.
They're kind of the old school varsity kind of style chairs, but we just want to put a little twist. The house colours are red and black, so obviously you know I love black. but I can't be putting too much black on everything. So just to put a bit of pop and red, especially against the black floor, they're going to really pop off each other, and I think it's going to be really nice.
Here she is, doing what she does best, beautiful murals.
I know it's a leaf this time. We thought, you know, crocodiles live in, I think, jungles. I still haven't looked on the internet yet.
No.
I've been told, like, well, definitely Australia, and, you know, a big leaf sums that up,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, my God, yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Good.
When I think of crocodiles, I think leaves.
Yeah, and I've got, look, little crocodiles.
Oh, they are so cute.
So we're going to subtly place these across our modular furniture and spray them black, so you'll just get a little motif. We don't need to go big cuddly toys. These aren't kids, they're young adults.
Yes, oh, that's right, young adults.
Yeah.
Give them little crocodiles.
Oh, don't say that.
I'm joking, I love your little crocodiles. I love your crocodiles.
Maybe I'll just stick them up there and it'll be more subtle. Like...
Yeah, maybe really subtle. What about putting them in the bin?
Cheers, Alan.
It's a joke.
Do you not have to go and talk to someone else now?
I'm gonna go now.
Cheers, mate.
Full of positive vibes. See you later.
At the Fitzroy Foxes,
So I've designed my own little boy and girl fox toilet signs for the bathroom.
Molly is hoping her small details will have a big impact.
The Fitzroy Foxes have got their original kind of emblem, mascot, logo, but we just wanted to add to it a bit, and the foxes are wearing little outfits, dressed up as kind of like school kids. I want the kids to feel like they're kind of part of them. I just really hope they get noticed. Ta-da! Foxy.
It's the point of no return for the teams.
You got it?
Yep.
The designers have only hours left to realise their vision for their common rooms.
That looks fantastic.
It's going to look good.
Ah, the size is perfect.
And there's a big reveal for the bears.
Check out our stadium seating.
Amazing. Oh,
wow.
Cool. You get
That's
all
what
them
I'm
in.
talking about.
That looks ace.
That
And
is
then
lovely.
such great storage.
I reckon I could get in there, you know.
Yeah, you could easily.
Check it out. Check it out.
I'll put
It's
you in there
comfy
at the
to
end
sit
of the
down.
night.
You can
seat.
Yeah.
I'll put you in there at the end of the night. It's exactly what my sketch was. Exactly.
Well, the size was right. The call was right on the size.
What? Don't push us in
Push
there.
me in.
Right, back to work, Dean.
To land.
After all their meticulous cutting lists,
Where's the big stuff? When's it coming?
Fran and Paul are still waiting on the main feature of their design, the modular furniture.
So what time will the dividers be done?
I don't know, just doing it right now.
Okay.
Half an hour?
Yeah, I'm just really conscious of time because everything you're building is like the key structures in here, and if they're not finished, we're on the sofa.
Hello, Paul speaking.
And things are about to go from bad to worse.
I'd just like to inform you about your cut and collect order.
Yep.
Unfortunately, we're going to have to refund you for your steel penny washers. We don't actually have them in stock.
So what's going on? I'm having a drama, that's what's going on. So we now have less than 3 hours to get the washers so that Tom can put the wheels on the furniture because it's too heavy to lift. And if we can't lift it, it's not a multifunctional space. And if it's not a multifunctional space, I haven't fulfilled the brief. And if I haven't fulfilled the brief, I will go mental. That is the drama.
I've heard on the grapevine something's gone wrong with your modular furniture.
Oh, it's my rings, Alan.
Oh, no. So what's happened? Your modular, it can't move around, is that right?
No. I need some washers.
Oh, right.
So basically, it's the most uninteresting detail, but let's talk about it.
If I fall asleep, wake me up.
My carpenter needs washers to basically put on the wheels to attach the furniture. That simple.
Because you know you've only got a few hours left, you know that.
Thanks. Yeah.
I know, I've got to let you know. It'd be such a shame if this modular furniture didn't move.
With all the problem solving and time running out,
We need to get these doors painted.
Team Lundy Lions are on the final push.
Megan, join it up more. Just join it up. Be free.
I hope we finished the room.
Yeah, we are. To be a designer, you've got to be adaptable. You're fighting for your place in the competition. It feels like more pressure because you're like, have I done enough? Have I pushed it far enough? Actually, like, I'm looking around now and I'm like, those boards look sick, apart from the fact that the S is... the S on Legends is, like, up there.
And just in the nick of time...
Paul?
Yep.
I've got those washers you asked for.
Oh, I love you forever.
50 in there.
Oh, that's amazing.
All right,
Thank
no
you
worries.
so much. You're a lifesaver.
See you
Yeah,
later.
drink tonight in the bar.
100%.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, mwah. Joy, joy, joy to the world.
Only minutes remaining, it's a race to the finish line for our designers.
Make sure it's in the centre, guys. It looks amazing.
One breakout bench.
Woohoo! Like an accordion.
I'm stoked with the paper benches. Honestly, like, the space now comes together.
One up here.
30 seconds, Rochelle.
And breathe.
It's judgment time. This week, Michelle will be judging alongside the Queen of Colour, Sophie Robinson.
So here we are, 4 common rooms, 4 pairs of designers, rooms to completely transform. This is about pride, pride in their house, pride in their emblem, the symbol that each one of them has, pride in their school.
And I love the fact that these are the children's spaces, so where other parts of the school, let's say, might be a little boring, these children, they probably like to think they're, you know, older than they are, so keep it looking cool.
I love it. It looks good, I think.
We've absolutely smashed it.
Is this really it?
This is it.
First up to face the judges is Fran and Paul, with their modular furniture-filled Crocodile Common Room.
Do I think that space is for 11 to 16-year-olds? Well, not me when I was 11 to 16, but now, hell yeah.
Our approach, how we've articulated the vision, how we've sort of joined our designs, that is an articulation of both our minds.
Wow. I mean, it's a massive transformation already. I mean, it feels clean and bright.
I'm really loving the initial impact of, obviously, the green for the Cromarty crocodiles, but also mixing it with this sort of, like, banana yellow. It's lush.
You know what, though? Where's my crocodile? Because for me, the house symbol was this thing that the children were really, really proud of. They had been kind of graphically designed, they were huge, and all I'm seeing out of the corner of my eye is little black plastic crocodiles crawling across the wall, and I just think that's... Immediately, it's a kind of a grown-up way to do it. I want to see the symbol big, loud, proud.
I kind of think maybe they were concerned about if they over-egged the crocodile, does that then make it a bit young and a bit kiddie? This is a super clever piece of furniture. It's been mounted on these big industrial casters, which means you can flip off the brakes and swoosh this.
The thing you've got to hand it to them is that from those bland beige, boring boxes, this is bright, fresh. This at least is a space to kind of be proud of and to inspire. Oh, well, this definitely continues the theme. It feels fresh, it's bright, definitely a massive improvement. This, to me, is more successful, but maybe that's because it's the grown-ups' room.
And it's doing everything that the brief asked. There's a nice soft area here where students can come in or parents can visit, have a chat. Desk for 2 people, plenty of wall space used for pinboards, and obviously oodles of storage.
Next under the spotlight is Amy and Dean's vintage varsity-inspired bear space.
I mean, I'm old, but you know what? I'm still cool. So as far as I'm concerned, as a young kid would say, it's sick.
I think on a personal level, I'm really pleased with what's in that room because I feel like both spaces have lots of me in them. It's given me confidence that I can do the big pieces, I can do the builds, and that I've pushed myself.
This is what I'm talking about, Sophie. I mean, this is Biscay bear territory. You know you're a bear and you're proud of it. I love it.
They've taken the name and the logo and kind of writ large. We've got some fantastic graffiti art going on.
I love this material. I mean, I think it's robust, it's practical, it's got that kind of edgy urban kind of thing going on again, and it's also kind of supremely textural, which I kind of love.
Yeah, and again, it's the language that's been carried all the way down the corridor, and then they've used all the bits of fitted furniture in it.
Here, I feel they've got under the skin of what the kids want. Ooh, 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 look at this wallpaper! Now, Amy is a print designer, so this is where her skill set has clearly come to the fore, but this is what I mean.
That's super cool. I mean, that's branding, isn't it? When you talk about having a pride in your house, literally taking the logo and wallpapering it on this wonderful feature wall, that is... I love that. It's brilliant.
The third space is Banjo and Molly's sustainable Fox's Den.
I'm really happy with the result. It's better than I imagined, and I'm, like, proud as punch.
It's really rare for me to feel confident about my design, but I do feel like if I was on the sofa, everything that we've done, I would own it.
Oh, yes. I am digging this colour palette. And I love the fact as well that it's been used in these really dramatic blocks. We've got this juicy tangerine, a lovely deep forest green, and I'm really enjoying this azure blue. This has completely sucked me into the space already.
Well, these are very your colours, aren't they? But I find it's quite fighty because they are all so vivid. The thing I love, though, is that they didn't just echo the zones on the floor, but they took it up onto the ceiling. So at least when I walk in, I can see the zones. This is, again, a fantastic transformation. I mean, it's uplifting, it's jolly. You'd feel kind of happy to be in this space. But I think the thing for me that was so strong is there are 4 common rooms, each belonging to a separate house, and it's that house identity. And I don't feel it here, or the way they've interpreted it again, I'm a little confused by.
I have to agree with you. While I love this space, I'm not getting a very clear message that this is a common room that celebrates being in the Fitzroy Foxes. This is super intriguing. Made of paper.
And you know, you can shut the whole thing up like an accordion. The furniture needed to be multifunctional, practical, robust.
I think, you know, while it looks cool, I think from a practical point of view, that's going to look really tired really quickly.
So here I've got a Fitzroy flag. That's making me happy. I guess it's just these kind of little corners that I'm less enthused about. I'm just wondering what sort of happens in there. I guess I like a space to be a bit more sort of open and just so everyone can see what's going on. Now, this is successful to me, Sophie, because here we've got those tubes, but by painting them, it just elevates them. It also forms a wonderful little screen to hide all the storage behind.
There is obviously also quite a strong eco-story I'm sensing in here as well, and connection to the environment. So there are plenty of plants throughout the whole space. Use of the sustainable natural materials like cardboard and ply. So I think that should be commended as well, that it doesn't just look great, but actually it feels quite nice. It has that connection to nature.
Right then, should we check out the final house?
The final room is Abby and Rochelle's sports-themed Lundy Lions common room.
I'm so proud of those panelled pieces. I love all that zoning. That was me putting in a bit of me in there and trying to be more bold.
I'm covered head to toe in paint, spray paint and chewing gum. A lot of graft has gone into that work.
Well, this is open plan. This room feels massive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Curious use of faux foliage for the other finish, though.
I think it's quite a cool idea to add some texture and softness. However, execution isn't really good. It looks a bit shabby. But I think in terms of an idea, it could be quite nice. Because also, again, the green contrasting with the logo.
Finally, loud and proud and centre stage. Look at that, a nice, huge, oversized logo.
Interesting as well that obviously the house colour for the Lundy Lions is purple. Not an awful lot of that. We've got a purple yoga mat, painted purple table, and that's kind of it.
Doing this dynamic stripes, which I kind of love, I do, because it's very energetic. I just think if you're going to do it, though, let's do it all the way. So I would have loved to have seen this grass
follow the same diagonals. Tricky to do, but it would have made sense of the fact that it's in strips. I can see they've tried to make these kind of sort of the idea of the big screens, which I kind of quite like, but then again, it's that attention to detail that all those lovely letters, they're all a bit wonky and wobbly, and the cork has not been cut very straight. So that's kind of intimating to me time management was perhaps an issue.
Do you know what my favourite thing in this room is? Is that gorgeous purple filing cabinet. I absolutely love it. And I know purple's a real Marmite colour and not everyone loves it. But look, there was an opportunity here, wasn't there, for the designers to show you how glorious purple can look.
And it's been really well finished, which makes all the difference, because I did notice the other pieces of furniture out there, they've also been really well painted, and that just elevates them a lot. Well, Sophie, 4 very different rooms. I think we've got quite a lot to discuss.
Wow. Judging complete.
That is amazing.
It's time for the kids to cast a critical eye on the spaces.
I like the AstroTurf. You can see that big sticker and everything. That's nice.
Oh, that's really cool. Look at that. That's awesome.
They got the bench like they said, and they got the little crocodile on the pillow. Look at that.
Like the hydration stations, like the bottles, maybe they could have been purple, but yeah, it's a nice, overall nice contrast in colour and not too much of one colour. Maybe if they took down a bit on the grey, but I like it.
I like how it's not just orange. It's...
Yeah.
Look at the wallpaper. Oh, that's awesome.
Give me a B, give me an E, give me an A, give me an R.
Before the designers are summoned back to Michelle's hub, they get a chance to take a look at the competition.
It's a vibe. Listen, the kids did well.
Love the colours, love the vibrancy.
Yeah.
Love the jacket. This can come home with me.
Have you seen this bad boy behind us?
Pretty amazing.
Wow.
I love that it's tall, actually.
It's big, isn't it?
Yeah, it's huge.
Do you think it's better than your stadium seating?
No.
The lettering really works, the vinyl lettering.
Yes.
They've really gone to town on that and it really pops.
This is so clever. I love the blue, the orange. I love these seats.
Looks like they'll be getting a special shout out again.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
It's elimination day, and a double one at that. With 2 designers' dreams on the line, it's time for them to find out whose time is up.
No one is ever ready to go home in this competition. I feel like I have got so much more to prove and so much to show.
It's been the best week ever. It's been the best week ever. I don't want to go home.
I think the week's gone really, really well. We've done something magical in that room. If it was a bullseye, I've got 100, because I hit it on the brave. Bam.
Excellent outfit.
It's very stressful that it's a double elimination today. 2 of us are going home.
Hello.
Hi.
How you all feeling?
All right. Yeah.
No, well, I won't talk too long, because I know Molly wants to head off to a disco. Get on down. So listen, how did you all feel about the schools?
Brings back old school memories.
Oh, I had a few flashbacks, I can tell you. Well, listen, I'm sure you're eager to know what the judges felt. There was one team they felt really smashed every aspect of the brief. The common room space was fun, well-designed, and had a clear identity. Well done. Amy and Dean, you're safe and through to next week. Well done.
Woo! I literally cannot believe it. Not only am I not on the couch, but top team, and I put my heart and soul in that week, so I'm so pleased the judges saw it.
Of the remaining teams, the judges felt you failed to capture enough of the house spirit that was key to the design. So it was a tough decision, but by a whisker, Fran and Paul, you're also safe for another week.
I'm through. I cannot believe it. The whisker, I wonder what that whisker was. Is there any more left in the tank? I mean, I'm a parent of 2 kids, so I've got plenty left in the tank.
Unfortunately, that leaves the rest of you on the sofa in front of the judges, and you'll have to fight for your space because 2 of you are going home. Best of luck.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm surprised.
Yeah. We were happy with it, but everyone's so strong, aren't they?
All right, game on.
Let's go.
So, banjo on the sofa. Shut the front door. I never saw that coming. Why?
You know what? I was so wowed by his first two schemes. I had high expectations for this one, and I walked in there and I just didn't feel it.
I loved it.
You loved it? With bright colours, of course. I bet you're in heaven in there.
It's not just the bright colours, it's a really clever use of colour, and it was strong colour which really communicated, you know, it had energy, it had uplift, but it also created different moods in different zones, which I thought was really clever.
You got the impression that Molly and Banjo worked really well because you couldn't tell who did what. It seemed like they had the same vision. Would you agree?
Definitely, and the same with Abby and Rochelle as well, actually, that they both felt kind of very coherent in terms of the kind of what they were trying to do in both rooms.
So, are you a huge fan of fake grass?
If you'd kind of just really leaned into the fact that it comes on rolls, followed that kind of diagonal stripe and just sort of gone with it, but then contained it just on that one wall, it could have been quite impactful.
The execution really let them down, and things not being cut on a straight line, and letters hung that are all a bit on the wonk, which actually really affects your overall feeling in a space.
I mean, what's the excuse for putting the letters all wonky?
Well, we're going to find out.
Hopefully.
Hello.
Hello. Hiya. Banjo, first time on the sofa for you.
I know.
How does it feel?
Rough.
Yeah. Well, I want you to get the full experience, so I'm going to start with Abby and Rochelle, OK?
OK. Thanks.
So, guys, I loved, like, the dynamism of the diagonal stripes. This was exactly the sort of big statement that we talked about last week. Brilliant. Little bit more confused by the kind of fake turf.
Because our house, Lundy Lions, they were quite a sporty house. Just wanted to incorporate something a little bit fun, give a little nod to the sports element.
I thought it could have been really impactful just, like, on that main wall when you walked in. But because you had this, like, brilliant diagonals, I wondered, why didn't you take that on the diagonals as well? So you just carried that big idea on.
Yeah. As soon as we'd finished, we stepped back and said, right, we know exactly where we've gone wrong, and we should have made sure that that back wall was the diagonals and just maybe 2 panels of grass.
Because I did love, though, your great big emblem. You were one of the only 2 teams that really kind of went for it with the mascots. I love that. But again, it's like the house colour was purple.
Yeah.
And it was on a big green wall. Where was more purple?
Yeah, both our visuals that we shared with the school, we had a lot of purple, and they were like, we don't want that.
I think purple is a bit of a Marmite colour,
Yeah,
isn't it? And I think a lot of people have negative connotations. And yet it's the perfect partner to green, isn't it? I mean, they do look great together. And I suppose, in a way, as designers, you could have shown how to make purple look quite cool. I think out of all the teams, for me, I felt a real sense of a communal space. Like, this is where we come together and celebrate our achievements. I think you really captured that feel.
We really hope that the general space is somewhere that does feel fun and they come together.
There wasn't a sort of air of unfinishedness to it.
Oh, 100%.
But I'm kind of wondering, what did you spend all the time on then?
So I think it
Painting
was...
the floor.
Yeah, painting the floor. I think that was a big decision.
I have to point out, you used wall paint on the floor. I mean, were you aware that this is the wrong type of paint? Because even by the time we walked in, it was already looking a bit shabby.
It was all scuffed. Again, it was just, we just had a lot of problem with the paint. We were just panicking and we were like, we just need to get it down, basically.
So, Banjo, if I start with you, it's like you totally wowed me with your last 2 challenges, mostly because I really got this sense of a story behind your designs. And when I walked into that room, and we had very different reactions to it, the layout really didn't work to me, whereas confident Sophie over here was straight through. She wanted to explore everywhere.
The curves gave the whole space to me a real energy and flow and made me feel excited and want to explore the space.
Yeah.
But it's interesting as well that you were leaving the cardboard tubes so for them to scribble on, because I have to say, I was thinking the low ones, they're going to end up like dustbins.
Yeah.
People are just going to drop all their stuff in there, and it felt unfinished to me.
With all the really vibrant colours, we did want to introduce our sort of eco-element, a little bit more natural and a little bit of a more sort of den, fox-like feeling to try and get the identity of their mascot over in the room, so that's why we left them sort of as the exposed cardboard as well.
Equally, like, I had a bit of an issue with the colours, because for me, it's like, OK, orange maybe isn't my favourite colour, but it was their house colour. And in that main room, I came in first and I saw brilliant blue and I saw green, and if I didn't know orange was the house colour, I wouldn't have known it. And so I just think that the importance of that emblem, the symbol, the house, that tribal feeling that those kids want, I really think really got missed by nearly all of you, frankly.
I absolutely agree. We should have really thought more about, like, that was the brief with the
Well,
mascot.
you were both kind of cowed by your kids, weren't you? If they didn't like purple, they didn't like orange. But it's like, that's just a few kids. This is the house colour for the whole school.
Maybe these kids have been your toughest customers so far. It's quite interesting. You come across this a lot with clients, and you're doing absolutely the right thing. You're really conscious of delivering what the client wants. However, you have to take it to the next level. And I guess that's what we were really looking for, wasn't it?
I mean, it's both the joy and challenge of design that you have to give people what they don't know they need
Yeah.
or want.
Yeah, it's a really good lesson for us, and thinking about, I know I probably get caught up in, like, the concept of things, and I don't think about, like, the practicality as much.
This was a really tough challenge. OK, there was a lot to do. These were big rooms, and project management, practicality and a real clarity of purpose were always going to be the keys for success. So I'm afraid the team that I'm going to send home this week, on that basis, is Abby and Rochelle.
Yeah. Yeah, we kind of knew, didn't we? Yeah. But honestly, thank you so much, everyone. Like, we've just had the best week together.
We have.
And when stuff was going wrong, we were just like, we've just got to keep going, as long as we just keep trying to have fun and not cry and not get upset. And obviously, these guys are just exceptional designers, and yeah.
We love you.
Do you know what? If they ever do a remake of Thelma and Louise,
Oh, absolutely.
I think we've got our Thelma and our Louise.
Definitely. You'll hear us before you see us, definitely.
I'm really proud, and I can say that I'm leaving on a high. I'm now able to say, actually, I'm not so rubbish, and actually, if I bring my confidence in that I have in, say, my current workplace and current life, and I merge them together with my design, that I actually could do something quite powerful.
The people that I've met have completely changed my life and changed my concept of what interior design is. This is just the start. Should we go? OK. This isn't the end, guys. This isn't it. Let's drive off that cliff.
I sent Abby and Rochelle home because although they had some really great ideas, I just wasn't seeing that deeper understanding of design that really makes a space work. And we're approaching the halfway stage now, so I need to see some interior design mastery.
Next time, the designer's shop.
Bring it on.
Till they drop. On a mission.
So fiddly, my God.
To transform the stores of Salisbury.
Retail theatre, darling.
And get the judges in a spin.
What are you on? What are you on?
No, but it keeps moving.